Hello, this is Southern ASMR Sounds, and I come to you today with this paper box. And this paper box is full of jewelry. Not completely full to the top, but it does have a lot in it. And it has about 40 pounds of jewelry in it. It is some of my jewelry, mainly my necklaces. It's not all the necklaces, but it's a lot of them. About a week and a half ago, I moved. I'm now living in an apartment. So I had to pack up everything, and that includes my jewelry and stuff. So I couldn't really think of a good way to pack up the jewelry where it would be easy to transport. So I just took one of my paper boxes that I brought home from work and basically just laid it all in here. Some of it is a bit tangled, but not too bad. So I was in the process of untangling it and hanging it back up in my jewelry armoires. And I thought, well, maybe I'll just make a video. So this box has a lid on it. It's cardboard. I'm going to lift the lid off now. And we're going to set that aside. I have taken some of it out. And this is what is left. Some of it I left in the jewelry armoires just as it was, because I didn't think it would move about a whole lot. The jewelry that was in the drawers, most of it I just left it there. So we're going to take out a few pieces and look at them. We'll just examine them a little bit. We won't have time to go through all of it, and we'd be here all day. But I'm going to show you a few pieces. And I found the best way to remove the jewelry to avoid as much tangling as possible is just to look at the top, look at the pieces on the top, and try to pick off the one that appears to have the most of it lying on the surface. What I did when I took them off the hangers, the little hooks in the jewelry armoire, I just took them off and laid them on top of each other. Sometimes I would remove 2 or 3 at a time and put them in here. So the first piece that I see that appears to be on the top is this one. And this is a beaded necklace. I really love this one. It has all different colors in it. You have sort of an iridescent purple and green in some of the strands, and then a lighter sort of a lavender color, and then pink. In the middle are some silver colored ones, and these are glass beads. And then at the end, they're all combined together with these beautiful silver pieces and all the different threads and strands attached together right here. And it has a lobster claw clasp, and it is adjustable a little bit. You can make it longer or shorter, but not by much, just a little bit. And as I take each piece out and we look at it, I'm just going to set it aside. So here's the first one. Now, I think possibly this one. This one is fairly old. This one, I believe, is one that belonged to my mom. She and my dad lived in California in the 60s. And my dad was in the Navy. And she worked in an office. And she bought several pieces of jewelry while they were there to wear to work. And I believe this is one of them. It almost looks like little silver seashells. And they're linked together on the back, underneath, with these little hooks and loops on the underside. And it also has a chain. but instead of a lobster claw clasp, it just has this little hook. It almost looks like the top of a shepherd's staff. And this one is really pretty. It lays flat on your skin like that. It's not super shiny. It has a lot of detail to it. And it moves freely. It's not a terribly long necklace, but it's not really a choker either. It's kind of in between. And it looks nice with just about anything. And now let's see what we can get next. Possibly this one. Yep, this one's right on top. This one is kind of a specialty piece. This is a necklace. It's pretty short, and it's a very interesting type of clasp to it. And it might look uncomfortable, but it actually is fairly comfortable. When you wear it, this part rests on the back of your neck. These don't poke you at all, they kind of stick up. So it looks like it might be uncomfortable, but it's not. It's made up of multiple chains. We have one primary chain here, sort of a gunmetal color. This is the main part of the necklace. And attached to it are these separate chains that are different types and have different types of links to them. And they just hang down, and then you have little decorative pieces. These are made of plastic. And this chain attaches to it in two places. And it's really cool. It makes a nice sound. It almost sounds like a wind chime. I like this plastic piece here. This is pretty. It's like a little cracked plastic disc. And this necklace came from my favorite thrift store. It was hanging on a mannequin up near the front door. And I have only worn it a few times. I just thought it was cool, but I don't know. It takes a certain kind of outfit to make this chain, to make this necklace look good. Okay. And now let's see. Some of these may tangle up amongst themselves. Here's another one. And I get compliments on this one every time I wear it. It has the most beautiful blue, clear piece here. It's made of plastic, but it looks like a stone of some sort, but it's plastic. And it's held on the back with these little silver clamps, almost like the back of a picture frame. It is a pendant, and it hangs down, and you have silver beads. The pendant won't move because the beads are bigger than the piece that holds the pendant to the necklace. The cord is stretchy. It's an elastic type cord with different size silver beads on it. It does not have a clasp on it. It's just a solid piece of jewelry. And you can stretch it if you need to put it on. But it's really pretty. And the pendant has silver decorations on it and a little flower right there. I like that a lot. It's not super long, but it's not super short either. It looks good with a sweater or a button-down shirt. And let's see what we can get out now. This one. This one is kind of similar to the first one I showed you. It's more of a burgundy or a plum color primarily. But it also has these iridescent beads, kind of like the pink one, which are a darker color purple. And interspersed are these glass beads that are a really pretty burgundy color. And again, like the pink one, we have these pieces here that hold together the multiple strands of beads. And an adjustable chain with a pretty little dark red stone at the very end of that chain. And of course the lobster claw clasp. This is really pretty. It's not as thick as the pink one was, but it has a lot of different colors to it and textures and detail. This looks really good with black. I wore this several times over the winter with a black sweater. Most of my jewelry is either silver or just beads of different colors. I don't wear a lot of gold. I think with my skin tone, silver looks better, usually. And this one is really neat. I bought this one on eBay. And it is very complicated. It has multiple chains in here that are braided together like you might braid your hair. And all these chains link together right here. But then the chains continue on. You have multiple chains above that. And these are also sort of a gunmetal color. And they continue on up to the clasp at the very top, where they are all looped together. It's quite heavy, but it's very sparkly. It has lots of rhinestones on it. I have clear rhinestones and black ones. And then braided into that is, you have the silver chains braided into it. It's really, really pretty. Usually when I wear this, I wear it as short as I can to get it up close to my neck. It just looks better that way. It will lay flat on your skin, and it is so beautiful. It is a bit heavy, but it's okay. And this is one that I mainly only wear in the summertime. It just kind of has a summery, beachy look to it. You have this piece here, which is made out of a some type of seashell. It has all different colors to it. And then on the top, on the front, you have added designs, like they've added some texture. Almost like they drizzled paint across it and let it dry. The chain itself is made of multiple ropes, which are sort of wound together. And then wrapped around those ropes, you have these multiple colored beads that are mainly sort of a yellowish color and a light pink and beige. And this is a very beautiful necklace when you wear it. It looks so pretty. I wear this with summer dresses a lot. And then at the end, all these ropes are connected. And we have another lobster claw clasp and a chain. And I have several necklaces that are similar to this. Oh, my neighbors are playing music again. I apologize for the music in the background. I can't do anything about it. So now we're going to move on to the next piece. And there's so much in here to choose from. It's a lot. So I'm going to try to figure out what I can get to. And this one looks pretty good. I have a beautiful green, sort of an emerald green pendant. And it has a shine to it, almost like a tiger's eye, the dark brown stone. And it is on a nice braided silver chain. And the chain I had first, it's a chain that I've had for quite a while. And it's the back part is just silver. And the chain is probably about 20 inches long. And it has a very small lobster claw clasp on it. And this chain I've probably had for about 15 years or so. And when I found this pendant at a thrift store, I thought it was just perfect for this chain. And for the next one, we have this sort of long, very colorful necklace. It has, these are glass beads that have kind of a shape to them, like a right angle. And they are very, very colorful. We have purple and fuchsia, silver and green, orange. And the top part here is made of black suede leather, and it's two strands combined together with this part down here with this silver piece, and then there's a knot at the top right there to hold it all together. And it's the same on both sides. Again, you have two pieces of black suede, just like a cord, two cords, and a knot to hold this in place. And another lobster claw clasp, and a weighted chain. It's a silver color. I wore this a lot when I first got it, but I haven't worn it much lately. It kind of got buried in the back on a hook in my jewelry armoire, and I kind of forgot about it for a while. I think that's one good thing about packing up all this jewelry, is that it'll get kind of shuffled around, and I'm finding pieces that I had forgotten about. So maybe I can wear them more now that I've been reminded that I have them. And this is just a regular silver chain. It's kind of square. The design is feels a little bumpy, kind of like a square shape. And I bought this just to have as an extra chain for a pendant. And it is sterling silver. And I also forgot that I had this, so I'm glad that I saw it. And just under that, I have this silver chain, which I believe could be worn by a man or a woman. It's sort of a brushed silver look. It's not really shiny. And it's made up of individual links that are sort of curved. And then we have two beads, two small round ones, and then one that's shaped like this, sort of a cylinder, and it just goes in a pattern all the way around like that. And then you have your clasp right here, just a lobster claw clasp. I think this would look good on just about anybody. It's nice if you want just a simple necklace, nothing fancy, but just a little something to wear. And now we're getting down into the jewelry that's a little bit tangled. Sorry. This is a longer necklace, and it has a pendant here that has a pattern to it, kind of like peacock feathers. And it's sort of a brass color, or kind of like an antique gold color. And I bought this on eBay for probably, I don't know, maybe $2. The top part is plastic and it's clear. And I've only worn this a few times because it actually doesn't match much that I have. It doesn't look good with just everything. And this one is really pretty. I just bought this recently. It's made to look like pearls, but they're glass. Very beautiful. Some of them are silver, and some just have the regular sort of a white color, and some are a beige or a very light brown color. And as you go up the necklace, the beads get smaller. Down at the end, they're larger. And it's so beautiful. I love this color. This one has a gold lobster claw clasp on it. Right there. I love the way it feels. It has a nice weight to it. A lot of fake pearls are kind of light and just feel cheap and plasticky. I don't think that's a word, but it feels like just fake junk jewelry. But this one actually is kind of heavy, and it's knotted. There's a knot in between each bead. There's a knot to hold them in place. So this is not just your run-of-the-mill inexpensive necklace. And I got this at Goodwill for $3. There's so many to choose from in here. It's hard to decide which to try to get. They are quite tangled. This one is very long. I'm going to try a different one. And I knew this would happen, but I couldn't, like I said, I couldn't think of a better way to transport them here. I figured just putting them in a box would be good enough. No matter what I did, it probably would have ended up being kind of mixed up. This one is very simple. It's a very small blue pendant. It almost looks like a flower. It has looks like little flower petals around it. And the back is just plain. And it's a very lightweight, delicate chain. And I don't remember where I got this. I've had this for a long time. I really don't remember where it came from. And this one is kind of silly. I bought this on eBay. And from the pictures, I thought this part was a lot smaller than it actually is. It's just a big, hollow silver ball with a tiny chain. And the chain was mine. I think it all did come together. And I thought this was going to be a whole lot smaller. It looked a lot smaller in the pictures. So I just saved this now for New Year's Eve because it kind of reminds me of the ball that drops New Year's Eve at midnight. And that's really the only time I wear it. It's just kind of funny looking. Just have this big ball, So one day a year I try to remember to wear that. And I feel bad if I forget, because then I know it's probably going to be a whole other year before I even think about wearing it again. This is one that I had forgotten about. It's very beautiful. Blue beads. They're made like, it seems to be like tiger's eye. And it's very, very shiny. And this one has silver beads up at the top. And I bought this in a silver shop. They mainly had silver jewelry and other items made of silver. Bought this probably about 10 years ago. And I think I paid about $12 for it. I just love the royal blue color of these beads. It's just so pretty. This is one of my favorite colors, this dark blue. It's just gorgeous. Choices, choices, choices. Too many. And this one is really cool. It kind of reminds me of the 80s. We have down here a large plastic round pendant. And then we have these links here, which hold it to the necklace. They are also made of plastic. Very lightweight. With a gunmetal black colored chain made of metal. And a lobster claw clasp up at the top. And a weighted chain at the end. There. This is a nice, pretty necklace to wear with just a plain at the top that might have a plain neckline. It's very pretty, very eye-catching. This one here is, I have another one down here that's tangling up in everything. This is another one that belonged to my mom that she bought while she and my dad lived in California. It's really neat. I also used to have a pair of matching earrings, but I don't know what happened to them. I lost them, unfortunately, a long time ago. But I still have the necklace. It has really neat detail. And the underside looks like this. And it hooks together with these little links on the underside. And it's shinier on the bottom than on the top by a little bit. It also reminds me of a wicker pattern, like if you look at wicker furniture, or sort of a chessboard pattern. And it has this chain. And again, like the other one that was my mom's, it has this clasp that's just a plain hook. I see that a lot on older jewelry. It's just a little hook. Nothing fancy. But it does the job. I'm going to see if I can pull out this problematic necklace. It's problematic, but it's really pretty. I think I might have shown this in one of my earlier videos. I think when I first bought it, I showed it. Yes, I did. I remember this now because I said I would wear this. The next day I would put together an outfit for this, and I did. What I ended up going with was just a plain basic black dress with this, and then I have a bracelet that goes really well with it. And then just plain gunmetal black earrings. But this is a really cool necklace. And it's kind of heavy, and it has these sort of iridescent purple glass pieces that go down, and they're bigger down here, and as you go up they get smaller. It's really neat. Very, very pretty. I got quite a few compliments on that. I've only worn it once since I bought it, but I did just buy it recently. And this one is a mess. This one is a jumble. I got two. And here's the first one. This one has beads made of seashells and plastic. And the colors are very interesting. You have sort of a teal blue and orange And then sort of an interesting color of orange and pink and clear. And then you have these copper colored beads. So you have a nice mixture of several different colors that you might not think would go together, but you put them all together on this necklace and they look just gorgeous. And it has sort of a brass chain, a brass colored chain, again with the lobster claw clasp, and it has a small weight down at the end. Like I said, we really haven't even made a dent in the stack of jewelry. There's no way I could get through all of it. I'd be here all night. And then this one is very pretty. I bought this one on eBay. And it is gold colored. It's not real gold. But it has blue rhinestones, round ones. And then a purple heart shaped pendant at the end. I've worn this, I think, maybe once or twice. And it's very shiny. Very pretty. And it has a gold colored lobster claw clasp to it. I'm going to have a lot of fun hanging all this up. And because even though I don't have time to make a video of everything, I still have to get everything out of here and hang it up at some point. It's going to take forever to untangle everything. And this one here is quite long. It's actually a bit too long for a lot of the things that I wear, and it's just not comfortable, so I don't wear it much. But this is made entirely of glass beads of different types. This one is really pretty. This one down at the end, you have these pieces here that just sort of tangle. You have 5 strands. But then here you have this square bead all by itself. And it has little tiny mirrors on it, on these 4 sides going around here. And then we have these sort of light green beads throughout. And silver and kind of a periwinkle blue color. And it does not have a clasp. You just put it around your neck. It's pretty big, so it fits over the head with no problem. It's very big. Now this necklace the problem with this one is the clasp. It's made of a magnet, 2 magnets, and it attracts other necklaces, so the other necklaces just sort of stick to it. But it's really pretty. It has this sort of a mother of pearl looking pendant and black glass beads and 2 more smaller mother of pearl beads. This part is made of plastic and it's threaded on here. I kind of have to bend it a little bit when I first put it on so it will fit, but after a little while your body heat warms it up and it becomes more flexible and it fits more comfortably. That's kind of casual, so I don't typically wear that to work. I usually wear the slightly more fancy stuff to work. This one I like a lot because you can wear it long or you can loop it around and wear it shorter. It has primarily black, multifaceted plastic beads, and again in the gunmetal black chain, and the beads are attached to the chain. And then we have these larger hollow gunmetal black beads. Normally I wear it long like that, maybe with a sweater or a button-down shirt. And it has a large lobster claw clasp. And this one appears to be on the top. Sort of. And this is a really big one. And this one is quite heavy. It's sort of similar to the one I just showed you. And it has similar beads on it, although it doesn't have the gunmetal, black hollow metal beads. It's pretty heavy. I got this at my favorite thrift store. I think I might have paid $2 for it. But it has a big linked chain in a silver color and a gigantic lobster claw clasp. It's about the size of an actual lobster claw. I don't wear this one a lot. I feel like Mr. T when I wear this, if you know who that is. And this is another one that was sort of trapped in the back. It's extremely long, but pretty. And it has these pretty blue beads interspersed with these long silver colored pieces. Not really beads. I don't know what you call these long ones here, but they're threaded through on the necklace. This one has no clasp, and I'm glad I found this. I'm going to possibly wear this tomorrow with the outfit that I've picked out. I think it would look really nice. I started my outfit when I was unpacking all my scarves. I have 2 big drawers full of nothing but scarves. I have so many scarves. I should really show you my scarves sometime. I have tons of scarves. And I found one scarf that was so pretty, and I thought, I haven't worn this scarf in forever. And it's so pretty, and I have the perfect shoes for it. So I put together a basic white outfit to go with it, to go with the scarf and the shoes, and I think this necklace would be perfect. So I might actually keep this out and wear that tomorrow. Yeah, I'm gonna have a lot of fun untangling all this. And this necklace I actually don't remember purchasing. It's pretty though. And it's green and teal and light green glass beads. Actually, this necklace might look better with my outfit for tomorrow than the one I just had, because the outfit I have has these colors in it. I think this would be perfect. It has 3 strands, 3 separate silver colored strands held together up here on both sides, and again with the lobster claw clasp at the end. In fact, I think this one would be, I do believe this would be prettier to go with my outfit than the other one, so I'll keep them both out and look at them later and see how they would look with the outfit. Oh, I really like this one a lot. It doesn't want to come out. And this one is kind of long. I bought this one at Belk's when they had a sale. And this was made, I remember this one was made by Lucky Brand. And it has pretty metal pieces here. We have a butterfly and a flower. Very detailed. You can see the veins in the butterfly's wings. And we have pearl beads. And again, we have the gunmetal black hollow ones, similar to the other long necklace. And a little bow. And a brown bead. It's really long. It's so pretty. I mean, you could wear this with just about anything. And it would be really pretty. It has multiple colors in it, so it would look good with different things. this one tried to come with it, so I'll show you this one next if I can get it out. It's kind of like headphones. I don't know how they get so tangled. Okay. And this one also came from my favorite thrift store. It's sort of a brass color. It is metal, but it's hollow. It's very lightweight. And it has all different kinds of beads down here. We have heart shapes, and then just little oval. And this one kind of looks like a flower. And it's all on this brass chain, and I have a pair of earrings that looks really pretty with this. I don't normally wear longer necklaces much in the summertime. I don't know why, but I wear them a lot with sweaters in the wintertime. And so I probably haven't worn this one in several months. And this is one that I've had for a while. And I got this on eBay for practically nothing. It's fake gold, and I can tell it's fading here from where I wore it a few times. It's not really one that was made to last, I don't think, but it's a sort of a drop necklace. So we have 3 different chains of 3 different lengths, and they're all made of the same type of chain, but they are different lengths. And they all hook back here with this lobster claw clasp right there. The shortest chain has a little rhinestone at the center. The second chain has this textured, shiny, flat disc as a pendant. And then the longest chain has this piece that just looks like it's just a little bar that sticks down like that. And this looks really good with a button-down shirt. It's very pretty. Like a lot of times I might I'll put on a nice tank top and then put on a button-down shirt over it and leave it unbuttoned. And so this shows. That's really pretty. And I don't remember where I got this, but it's really cool. And this is a Liz Claiborne necklace. I know because it's on the end of the chain. And it's very pretty. If you notice, I have a lot of jewelry this color, sort of a gunmetal color. I just love this color. And it has square pieces mixed with these little pieces that look like flowers. And on the underside you can see that it's all held together on 2 metal pieces, 2 metal wires, I guess you could say. And they're clamped together on either end up here near the lobster claw clasp. It has a little tiny piece on the end of the chain, and it says Liz Claiborne, established 1976. I'd forgotten about this one too. I have all kinds of stuff I can wear again. Now that I remember I have it, I just need to keep it where I can see it on a regular basis so I don't forget it again. Oh, this is one I like a lot. I used to wear it all the time. And this is, I think I got this at Belk's the same time I got that Lucky brand necklace. I was in Belk's shopping for trouser socks. They have one type of trouser sock that I like a lot, and it's made by Hue, H-U-E, and they're very silky. And they used to be a lot thicker, and they lasted forever. I mean, they would just, so durable, but very comfortable. And Belk's was the only place I could find around here that sold them. But unfortunately, I went in there to buy some, and that's when I bought some jewelry on sale. But the last couple of pairs of the trouser socks that I bought were a lot thinner, and I don't think they're going to last as long, so I was kind of disappointed by that. I still like them. They're soft and silky, which I like. I find that a lot of trouser socks have a texture to them. The fabric is almost rough in a way, and my pant legs sort of cling to the trouser socks. But with the Hue trouser socks, they don't do that as much because it has a silkier, smoother feel. So my pant legs don't really seem to stick to it as bad. I wear a lot of dress pants to work in the fall and winter. And I wear trouser socks a lot when it gets cooler outside. But this one is really neat. It has gold, silver, and gunmetal colored strands. And it's just so pretty. And this was made by SAQ. I have no idea who that is. But I bought this. I do believe I bought this the same day that I got the long necklace at Belk's. Oh, this one I love so much. This one, I think I got this one on eBay. And I think these are garnets. I could be wrong. I think I did get this on eBay. And it has a sterling silver chain. It's quite heavy, but it's the prettiest color. It's kind of a dark red. I love just a simple beaded necklace like this. It's just very elegant, but very simple. It's not flashy, but it's very classic looking. It's the kind of thing that never goes out of style. I have a similar one with black beads that are made of glass. And I just love to wear them. Now this one may look familiar to you if you saw my role play with Scarlett when she had to work for Lynette. This is the necklace that she wore during that little video. And these are silver beads. Some of them are covered in this denim and white colored fabric. It's kind of heavy, does have a little weight to it. And this one came from a thrift store. It looks like it was made by Coldwater Creek. And it has these metal pieces up here to hold these two strands together. And then up at the top, we have a silver chain and a lobster claw clasp. And this one has an interesting clasp. This one again, this is made of glass beads. And I love the feel of it. It's sort of bumpy, it's kind of knobby. And it has a pretty color. It kind of reminds me of fall. It's just all these different brown colors to it. And then these beads aren't really silver or gold. They kind of look like a combination of both. And I have several pairs of earrings that match this very color. I'm not exactly sure what you would call this color. It's not silver or gold. It's just kind of in between. But I do, like I said, I have several pairs of earrings that go with that type of color because I have several necklaces that have beads that color. And then if you look at the clasp, I'm not really sure what's going on with this clasp, but we have a piece here that is just looped onto the clasp along with the necklace. I don't really know why that is. I guess it's just for looks, but you just simply hook it there. I guess you could push it down if you wanted to. And there it is. And this one's cool. This one also reminds me of the beach because it has this giant pendant here that's made of a seashell. And then we have plastic beads up here in black, just on a basic black cord for the necklace. It's just some sort of fabric, like maybe a nylon blend cord. And then sort of a brass colored chain and lobster claw clasp. My necklaces are piling up on the floor. Okay. This one is, again, very simple, very basic, but very pretty. And this, I believe, was handmade. I don't remember where I got it. I didn't make it. It's sort of a turquoise color or a teal blue. And we have 3 individual strands that are braided together. And then they are all tied here onto this clasp. It's not terribly long, but I love the color. It's very pretty, very, very soft. It's kind of silly, but it does feel kind of soft. Yeah, we've got some serious knots in here. Then we have this long necklace. And at the top we have these silver beads with links. And down at the bottom we have these pretty shiny beads. We have black and silver. Really pretty. Very shiny. And these hang down at the bottom. And up at the top we have a lobster claw clasp. Oh, I like this one. This one's cool. This one's very short, but it is so neat. This was made by New York and Company. And I love it. It reminds me of ice. It looks like you've scooped up some ice after an ice storm or something. And we have a lot of ice storms here where I live. We actually get more sleet and freezing rain than snow. You know, people laugh at how we drive on snow in the South, but what they don't understand is that a lot of times we don't get snow, we get ice, and then a lot of areas don't have the proper equipment to remove the ice or to deal with it. So we end up with roads covered in ice, and that's no fun for anybody to try to drive on. But anyway, this one's pretty. It looks like it might be heavy, but it's not heavy at all. It's very light and very cool, but it's very short, as you can see. It sits up close to the neck. It's not a choker, but it's pretty short. But it's really neat. I like that one a lot. And really, I mean, I could do another 6 hours of this, and we have enough jewelry to do it. And this isn't all of my jewelry. This is a good portion of it, but that's not all of it. Alright, and then I have this pendant, which I bought this pendant separately. I thought it was really pretty. It's a red and black piece here. And it is on just a plain silver serpentine type chain. Very smooth. And this is another one I forgot about, and I can't remember the last time I wore it. What I'm going to try to do when I put these necklaces away, and on the bottom I have a lot of bracelets, but I don't think I can actually get too many of them. When I put these away, I'm going to put to the front the ones that I haven't worn in a while, the ones I forgot about. I'm going to try to put those in the front. And the ones that I've worn quite a bit, I'm going to try to put those in the back on the hooks of the jewelry armoires. So hopefully I can wear some of these other ones and not forget about them again, at least not right away. Here's one bracelet all by itself. And this is a flexible bracelet. It's on metal wires that are linked together at different points on the bracelet. And it has wooden beads and seashell beads and silver brackets. The pieces that sort of hug up against the beads. And I believe I can get another bracelet right here. this one, I'm not a big fan of bangle bracelets. I want one that is flexible. Like this one is made of elastic. It has 3 elastic strands. And it has green and kind of orange colored beads. And then you have these 3 rectangular accent pieces on it. I like that. And I kind of forgotten about this. But it's very stretchy. I don't like a firm bracelet. I like one that, it's not so rigid. I like one that bends and moves with me. Plus the bangle bracelets, in my opinion, make too much noise if you hit them on the desk or the table. And I work at my computer all day, and I don't want to hear a bangle bracelet banging against my desk and keyboard all day. So I don't think I even own any bangle bracelets because I just don't wear them. Yep, we have a real mess here. These things are so messed up. I just don't know what I can get out. Oh my goodness, it's terrible. Well, here's one. This is a long strand of artificial pearls. And it's really interesting because the sizes of the pearls change throughout. They get bigger and then smaller, bigger and smaller. All throughout the necklace. It's very long. And when I do wear this, I usually double it over at least once. And you can double it over even more if you want. And it's an interesting clasp to it. That it looks like a little ball with a piece stuck in it. You squeeze this piece and pull it out, and then you can unhook it from the ball. The ball has a little loop in it. You hook it through the loop when you're ready to fasten it back, and you push this piece, and it goes back in, and that holds it closed. They are sort of an ivory color. They're not really white. They're kind of off-white. And it doesn't really show so much unless you look at it right up next to like a white shirt or something like that. But they're not completely white. They're kind of off-white. I do have some artificial pearls that are white. And I don't know if they're in here or not, but I do have some. This is another necklace that was my mom's. And it is a really pretty shiny copper color. I think it might actually be copper. Not sure. And this is another one that she bought in California. And again, it has just this basic hook. And then a weighted chain. It's really pretty. It has a nice detail to it. Looks like leaves. And then they're hooked together on the underside. That's a beautiful color. It's really pretty. This one I like a lot. And this is another example of a glass bead bracelet. And these are some of the handmade glass beads. I don't think they were all handmade, but I do believe the larger ones were. And then we also have these really shiny, multifaceted beads on here. And it really catches the light. And then we have the silver here and the lobster claw clasp. Oh my goodness, I'm so noisy, I'm sorry. And this one also came from eBay. See, it looks like a big moon here. And just behind it, we have this royal blue multifaceted plastic pendant on a gunmetal black chain, and it has no clasp. The moon itself has some small rhinestones around it and sparkle in the light. And here's what the back looks like. This one is absolutely gorgeous. Look at these beautiful beads on here. And they are beautiful colors. We have dark blue and brown and teal blue. They are all glass beads. Just gorgeous. And it has kind of a brass colored chain and a lobster claw clasp. And this is the final one I'm going to show you. And this is a very simple but very beautiful necklace. It has 4 cords that are made of plastic, and we have all these little rings that are attached together on this pendant, with the center one having little rhinestones in it. It's very pretty. The cords of plastic are dark brown and smooth. They're all the same thickness and length. And here's the clasp. It is this piece right here, and with a few little accents on it. And it was made by Vintage America. And it simply rests right inside this ring that holds it together. It's not terribly long, but it's not really a choker either. To me, it's the perfect length. I think it looks good with just about anything. So I want to thank you for watching my video. And I need to get to work putting away all my necklaces and bracelets. So I can actually wear them again and not have to keep digging in this box to find them. But I hope to see you again sometime. Take care.